just so you can follow it better, let's use an iconic card for this, like the Ace of Spades, okay? So look, if we take the Ace of Spades and put it somewhere in the middle, okay? It actually goes in, no breaks, no nothing. If I just wave my hand, it jumps right back to the top. If you're a beginner magician and you're watching this, this is one of the most necessary sleights that you need to know, okay? And it's one of the most basic ones, but it's also one of the most powerful ones since used in a ton of tricks, okay? And it is called the double lift. Now, the double lift is basically what it's used for is showing a second card from the top as the first card. So there's a random card here that you don't want, and there's the card that you do want on. So all you have to do is make it look like that you're showing that card, okay? But in reality, you just showed two. And the way you do this is by getting a pinky break under the bottom two cards, the top two cards, okay? Now, you can do this many ways. You can either riffle up the side of the deck and just catch a break between those two cards, okay? Or you can do the push-off pinky break, push-off double lift, and you're ready to go, which is you just push off the top two cards with your thumb and you pull them back and get a pinky break under it. Okay, either whatever way you find works best, but you just need to get a pinky break. This is best like the one I showed you where you show it and then you put it in the middle and then it magically rises to the top. Okay? So once you have yourself in the double lift position with a pinky break under the top two cards, you're going to want to put your thumb and finger right here. Just grab both cards and flip them over at the same time. Okay? But you don't want to do this. You don't want to do that and show the card, right? You don't want to show that card as one and then flip it over. So what I like to do is I like to run it along the edge of the deck like this, and it kind of helps to not show the card, okay? Now, you're here now, okay? Now, there are a number of things you can do here. The hardest part about this is now that you squared up the deck, you need to get another double lift. You need to get another pinky break into the top two cards. Because you can't just do this. You can't just take this card and flip it over. People are going to be like, what? So, this time you can't do a push-off unless you are absolutely certain you can hide this card. So this time I would recommend just taking the top two, riffling up, and grabbing a pinky break. And then you flip it back over, flip both of them over, like that. Pretend to put the Ace of Spades in the middle of the deck, but you actually just put in the random card. The Ace of Spades is right here, being second from the top. Now it's first from the top, and you don't even need to do a double lift here. You can just show it. Okay? Now, you don't want to call attention to this. This is not a move that people are supposed to be astounded by. You don't want to say, now look, I'm going to just flip this card over and I want to show you it. Okay? No, you just say, now look here, I have the Ace of Spades, okay? And see, I just did the move, and then I can put it in the middle of the deck and show it. Now, here's the thing about the double lift. You can do you can do a ton of things with it. You can do the retention double lift if you're absolutely certain you can pull this off, which is once you pull it here, you let it drop. Okay? So you're not even bringing your finger all the way over there. You just, once you're here, you let it drop. Okay? Now, I don't personally recommend this, but if you're absolutely certain you can do it, because there is a chance that you'll flash the cards, the card beneath it. You can also do my favorite, which is by taking it from both corners, from opposite corners, the two card stack, and flipping it over with your finger, like this. And I just do like this fancy stuff. So like I can do this and say, so look, I have the Ace of Spades here, okay? Now, and that was the double lift, I can put this card in the middle, and the Ace of Spades will come back to the top. Alright? Now, here's another one. You don't want to do this. You don't want to be very slow. You just gotta go with it and just like very slowly. Another word of advice: if you're here and you don't want to get another thumb break, so like you're squared up the deck and now you have to get another pinky break under the top two cards, turn it over and such. If you don't want to do that, period, you can just start here, and as you're flipping it over, bring it down a little bit. So that all you have to do is just reach where there's no cards beneath it and then flip it back over. This is like a higher risk of people seeing the card behind it, because if you do it right here, I mean, people are just going to confuse it with the card in the deck. But if you do it right here, there's only one other card there. Okay? But if you really don't want to get a pinky break under the bottom too, that's how you can do it. That is the double lift, and you can do it you can use it for a variety of things. Like you can have a card selected and like put in the middle and then brought back up to the top like this. This is a popular way to bring their card to the top. And then you can say, I brought your card to the top, do a double lift and show it's not their card, but their card's reality right here. And then they're like, that's not my card. I'm like, are you sure? Okay, here, hold it for me. And then they hold it and you give it a shake and it's their card. So that's a good way to do it. But I guess that's all that has to be said for this video, guys. Like, comment, subscribe. Also, post down in the comments what kind of card tricks you want me to do. I will take suggestions from the comments. This was the double lift tutorial, and it is one of the most simplest moves to ever learn, okay? And it's one of the most effective, along with the triple swing false cut, linked right here. But I guess that's all that has to be said for this video, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.